What's up, YouTube? What's up? I'm back, man. The last 2 weeks, but right before I explain what happened, let me start off like I always start my video. Hope everybody's staying consistent on their journey. Hope they're not procrastinating. I know procrastination will come, but just stay consistent. Talk yourself out of procrastination. Don't talk yourself into a mindset of desperation or depression. Understand that everybody going through their own problems and everybody trying to figure this shit called life out in their own way so they can have the better hand, the better outcome, and a better situation for themselves and their life. So with all that being said, I hope everybody's staying true to the journey. But what I want to say with me, man, the last 2 weeks I lost my phone, taking my daughter to school, so I wasn't able to post on no social media or no platforms. But within 8 days, I did buy me another phone, and once I received the phone, I still didn't post. I bought a phone Sunday, and I still didn't post this current week because I had things in my real life that I was currently still trying to organize and get straight. But let me tell you the mindset I had when I lost my phone. I was mad because I was telling myself, damn, I just lost my phone, and I just became consistent with posting on YouTube and posting on other social media platforms. But I wasn't consistent every day like I said I wanted to be. I was consistent every other day, or post 2 days and skip 2 days and then post again. So when I lost my phone, I understood the mindset. I didn't even get mad at myself for losing the phone. I understood the mindset that the Most High was showing me that I'm taking time for granted. I'm taking having the phone for granted, taking having access to the internet for granted, because every day that I have my phone, I can be on here posting videos trying to help someone get out their situation with the experiences and information that I have in my situation. And every day I was saying I'm going to post, I didn't post. I maybe post on social media, on Facebook, but then post on YouTube. I may post on Instagram, but then post on YouTube. I may post on YouTube and then post on Instagram. And like I said, sometimes I post 2 days and skip a day, post 3 days and skip 2-3 days. I wasn't consistent in my actions. So once I lost my phone, I understand the Most High allowed me to understand and look at my situation as in, when you do get your phone, stop taking time for granted. You have a lot of experience, you have a lot of information that you done went through in life that you can give back on the video that may help someone if they listen, or if they take heed to the information that you speak on. They may can help their current situation. You see what I'm saying? So I done had this new phone. It's the same phone, but it's a new phone, new device. But I done had this phone for maybe 7 days and I still haven't posted. Today's my first day posting on YouTube, so I'm gonna stay consistent with it. But I just wanted to tell myself that now you got a phone, you obligated to post something every day, and you got to bring value. You just can't post to post just to get views and comments. You got to bring value. So in order to bring value, I have to learn more valuable things to myself in order to be able to bring to you all. I have to first break it down and learn it, use it in my real life so it can be beneficial or not beneficial, and then I can come on a YouTube video, Instagram video, Facebook video, and explain my experiences so someone else can learn. You see, a lot of people haven't started YouTube yet because they feel like they haven't got the necessary items or the necessary skill set to teach anybody. But I understand in life, as long as you're a teenager or an adult, you done been through something that you can speak on, that someone going through right now that you can help them with. Because a lot of people ain't got no one to turn to talk to. A lot of people don't like therapy, or a lot of people don't got money to pay for therapy. And a lot of people ain't got family members to treat as a therapist to speak to without getting judged, or without in the future getting that same problem that you spoke on, throw it in your face. So what I want to say is I don't even have a microphone. I don't even have an iPhone. This is an Android, and y'all see I'm speaking loud, or sometimes y'all probably can't hear what I'm speaking on certain videos. I'm on a MARTA bus or on the train, or got certain things going around me that you can't hear what I'm saying, but I'm still posting, I'm still starting. It's about getting started. The only way you fail in life is two things. If you quit on yourself once you start, or you never get started. And I always love to start because that's the hardest things to do. And once you start and stay consistent, now you're starting to figure out what to do to improve on what you're doing, and what to do to, I guess, to stay more consistent in what you're doing, to be better prepared. So I'm learning about this media, social media content space, content creator. I'm learning about that, but also as I learn, I'm putting in action. But as I also put in action on my daily life, I'm also working to build more income so I can work on my finances, my credit, my life insurance, whole term, permanent, the death benefits. I'm working on getting my kids in order, as far as in all my kids in school, and 7 of my kids stay with me. My other 2 stay with my first baby mother. but I'm working on finding a bigger house so all my kids can stay with me, because all my kids want to stay with me because I'm a fun dad. You know what I mean? And I'm going to speak on my daddy do this and that part of my lifestyle later on. But I just want to say I'm real fun, and my kids know that, and I have a lot of energy. So I'm working on a lot of things in my personal life, as far as in, like I said, my income. I'm learning how to invest in stocks. I'm learning how to trade. I'm learning how to be a professional sports bettor. I'm just learning these new things. And as I learn, I don't mind sharing my experiences, sharing my journey with someone who want to listen. Because everybody don't want to listen. Everybody don't want to take heed. Everybody don't want the same outcome that I want in my life, which is understandable. But I also know a lot of people want that and don't know how to start or don't know where to start. Or they might do know where to start and how to start. They're looking at somebody with a course, or they're looking at somebody with a mentorship. And they're necessary right now at the moment don't have the funds to pay for it. And now they're on YouTube searching, but they're going across multiple pages, multiple different ways to learn something they want to learn. And now their mind is confused because a lot of people saying do it this way. A lot of people saying do it that way. A lot of people saying wait till you get income. A lot of people saying wait till you pay off your debt. And I do have debt. I'm $24,600 in debt. I ran it off to like $30,000 just in case I don't act on it immediately, or the interest still pile up while I start to pay little small prices off of my debt. Interest still pile up on the daily with certain contracts. So yes, I'm in debt myself, and I'm still investing. I'm still paying my bills, and I'm still moving forward with life. You cannot let nothing hinder you if you really want something in life. You got to be able to look in the mirror and tell yourself, your future self depending on you right now. Your 10-year self from right now is depending on you right now. So what you gonna do? Is you gonna let you down? Because you can't get mad if you let you down. Because if you let you down, everybody else is gonna let you down. The outcome and the people and the freedom, not free people, but the how can I say it? The people around you, or you come across your journey, or come across your path in life, they only gonna treat you and reciprocate the energy that you push out. So if you always telling yourself you ain't doing something, or if you don't believe in yourself, or if you coming from a place of lack and you not keeping it real with yourself, expect the same thing when you go around others. They're not gonna keep it real with you. You're not gonna be able to depend on them because you're not able to depend on yourself. You see, right now I'm holding my camera and I'm not getting top of my forehead. I'm just getting my eyes on down. But I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning. And it's a learning process. And I don't mind failing. I don't mind looking embarrassed at the beginning, because you got to go through it. It's just like the process of starting your dreadlocks. When you start off small, you got to go through them rough stages. And depending on how fast your hair grow, it might be a year, 6 months, a year and a half for that rough stage. But you got to be able to go through that rough stage to get to the hang time, to get to, okay, now I can get my hair braided, now I can get retwisted and get lined up and so forth and so forth. But let me stay on topic. So, yeah, so that's what happened with me for the past week. And like I said, I don't mind getting on here sharing my experiences, because no telling who it can help. If it help anyone, I'm just expecting it to help anyone, because someone picked up the camera and recorded themselves on YouTube. They helped me learn how to trade, helped me learn how to repair credit with AI, helped me learn AI, helped me learn a lot of things. You know what I mean? So I just want to say, wherever you at in your journey, don't give up, don't get weak, don't start, what they call it, when you basically stopping yourself. I call it procrastination, but a lot of people on YouTube and social media, they've been calling self-sabotage. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, sabotage. Stop sabotaging yourself. Stop telling yourself one thing and not staying true to it. Stop telling yourself you want to start on a diet and not staying true to it. Stop telling yourself you're going to go to the gym and start not staying true to it. Like I tell myself, I'm going to go to the gym and not stay true to it, but I punish myself. If I don't go to the gym, I got to do a workout outside of my backyard. And I know in my yard, it's a lot of mosquitoes, so that's my punishment. I got to work in the wild with mosquitoes and get used to getting bit by mosquitoes until the full workout, until I'm complete. And then I add more reps to my workout because I didn't keep it real with myself. And that's what some of y'all got to do. You got to put yourself on a punishment list if you don't keep it real with yourself. And eventually, over time, you'll start wanting to punish yourself or start going through them type of punishment because you don't start keeping it real with yourself. And just because you keep it real with yourself over time, don't expect everyone to keep it real with yourself. But you can expect, if you never keep it real with yourself, won't nobody ever keep it real with you. And once they do keep it real with you, you'll feel like they trying to judge you or judge your character or not fuck with you. Because that's how people is. Everybody emotional. Everybody coming from a place of emotion, but we don't try to say that, but that's how we is. You say the wrong thing to the wrong person at the wrong time, they're going to react the wrong way, and that's why you have a lot of people in jail right now off a 10-second decision, 20-second decision, because they couldn't control their emotion. They didn't have emotional intelligence at that time. And I know I'm talking all over right now, but I just basically wanted to say this is the intro of me being consistent back on YouTube because I just got my phone back. You know what I mean? I feel great. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 4:30 learning on YouTube, taking notes, learning on podcasts. I haven't worked out yet, but soon I post a video. I'm going to start my workout and then go wake up my children, get them ready for school and so forth and start my day. You see what I'm saying? And back on the trading thing, like I was saying in most of my videos, I was going to wait till September 1st to start trading. I lied. I started with a $100 trading account on Sway Markets, Liquid Charts, and I trade on Liquid Charts Pro. I started with $100. I got high risk trading where I trade with very high risk, trying to catch a 1-to-4 ratio, 1-to-3 minimum. If I don't close at a 1-to-3, 9 times 10, I might let it come back to my stop loss, depending on how I feel about the trade or how I feel about that day or where I'm at in that account, and so forth and so forth. But I did start with $100, and I got it all the way down. What I mean, I got it all the way down to $20 because I was losing. And then I closed out at $20. I got that $20 back up to $41, then lost that $41, got it down to $3. Got that $3 back up to $21, then lost that $21, got it down to currently is at $2. But I'm not stopping. Yes, it may seem like it's a blown account, and it's okay. It's only $100. It's not nothing I wasn't willing to lose anyway. I'm still learning, perfecting my craft, perfecting my interest. I know ICC, indication, correction, continuation. You look on a 1 hour and 4 hour chart for your indication, and once your indication break a structure following the trend, you jump down to the 15-minute and you look for that fall back or that pullback. If it's an uptrend on a 4 hour or 1 hour time frame and you're looking for entry, you gotta wait till that indication happen. Once the indication happen on the 1 hour or 4 hour, you jump down to the 15-minute on the uptrend, and the 15-minute gonna show a minimum downtrend because it's a pullback on the uptrend. And once you see that pullback start to go back to the uptrend and it's starting to break structure on the 15-minute, that when you can enter the 5-minute time frame and wait for your entry. Because it's only ICC on each time frame. Once you see the indication on the 1 hour and 4 hour, you jump down to the 15-minute and you wait till another indication going the opposite downtrend because it's the pullback for your highest time frame. And once you see the ICC play out, or the IC indication and correction play out on the 15-minute, going the opposite way to follow the trend of the higher time frame, then you can go down to a lower time frame, the 5-minute, and wait till you see another correction and continuation, and enter on that continuation for the higher time frame. It may sound kind of crazy right now because I'm not showing it as a chart breakdown, I'm just talking. But if you're mentally ready, you can understand what I'm saying without looking at the chart. And that's one thing I came to understand. As long as I can break it down without being in front of the chart, you're ready to start trading. You can start paper trading, you can start demo trading if that's what you've been doing. I only demo traded when I first started for the first 2 weeks. Once I learned how to use all the buttons, enter, close, position, trade the mark. Once I basically learned how to use the chart on TradingView, the pro chart and the free chart, once I learned how to use that, I start demo trading. I ain't never demo traded again. And I do trade Forex. I do trade commodities, metals. I'm starting to open up a live account on futures so I can start trading futures because I know how to trade futures. I tell little one, once you know how to day trade and read price action and market structure, you can trade anything. I also trade Bitcoin, cryptos. I do have an app called Pocket Option. It is binary trading. I also trade that. It's a time expiration trading. You can learn about that on different platforms on YouTube and Google. And also you can turn to Jeremy Cash Investments or J Cash page and learn about pocket option trading. That's what I learned about it. I didn't learn my strategy from him, but that's where I learned the information from about pocket option and binary trading. I never heard of it until I came across his page. So shout out J Cash for putting that on YouTube to let other people have an experience to be able to make money from their phone from another outlet. Because it's all about having multiple streams of income, but within that same genre that you're doing, like rap, Yes, you're a rapper, but now you got merch. Now you can be doing DJ. Now you can host events in your own building, things of that sort, but you're doing it all in the same industry. Same thing with real estate. Yes, you're a developer, but now you can start buying houses and flipping houses, selling houses, building communities. You don't only got to stick being a developer. You can become a real estate agent now. Not necessarily an agent, but you know what I'm saying. You can have portfolios you're willing to sell as a portfolio, or single houses or communities, however you want to do it. Multiple streams of income, but staying in that niche, not trying to be a real estate agent, have e-com business, have a beauty supply store, and then you over here trying to be a motivational speaker. That's doing too many things at the one time at the beginning. Now over time, 10, 20 year span, yes, all that can happen because you got experience and you got time in each field, but you can't start like that at the beginning because you're gonna confuse a lot of people, and most of all, you're gonna confuse yourself. You know what I mean? It ain't about confusion. What's going on, Mike? It's about being consistent, having a ton of vision, locking in on one thing and chasing that one thing and getting that thing learned and mastered until you feel like it's mastered, and now you can teach it and then move on. You know what I mean? To each his own. I hope everyone loving themselves, staying true to the journey, putting God first, and putting God first in any and everything that you do. And not saying you got to be out here with the white vest on or the white cloth and trying to make sure everybody holy, but you know how you speak with God. You know how God works with you in your life, so you make sure however you talk to your God, you talk to him or talk to her with respect and honor and true humility, and you know, just trust the process. It ain't gonna happen overnight. It may not happen this year, but what will happen is the belief that it can happen as long as you take action. You know what I mean? I learned from Myron Golden that be, do, have, but Alex Hormozy say be, do, have is bullshit. He say just do. Because once you want to become somebody and you look at your 10 yourself and you look at where you want to be in 10 years, you know the things that you got to do. And once you start doing that, in actuality, doing that, you will become that type of person. And then doing that, you also start to have the things that type of person have. So I believe both ways is true. You become the person first mentally, meaning, yeah, you don't got the finances or the location or the environment you want to be in, but you still waking up early, you still working out, you still watching your diet, you watching what you consume, you watching what you put off in nature, you watching the energy that you push out on others, you watching the energy that you receive from others. You're not going around certain people because the conversation not there, the like-minded individual is not there. So you becoming the person eventually without already being the person. You see what I'm saying? So you becoming the person, that's the be part. And then you do, as you start to do that, like I said, you still waking up early, you still checking your diet, you still checking your energy, checking your environment, going around like-minded people. That's the actions, that's the do part. So even becoming the person, you still putting in action to do what that type of person does. And eventually over time, being consistent with the doing and becoming, you're going to eventually start having what that type of person have, the material things, the social media, the social proof, the houses, the environment, the whatever you want from it. 'Cause I don't know what you want. I know what I want from it before I pass. I know my overall goal as far as in family compound and this and that and this and that. We can speak on that on another video. But you know, we all got our own different goals for the end goal. And I'm sorry about the camera going up and down, you guys. Like I said, I'm learning. I didn't bring my tripod out because I didn't know if I wanted to record this morning or not. But as I listened to Alex Hormozy 1 hour video, I just sat down and thought to myself, I got all the time in the world to go ahead and post a 10, 15 minute video now. And if I don't do it now, here go another day or another moment in the day that I made an excuse for myself because I wasn't prepared when I just left the house where my tripod was. So now, here go a certain form of punishment. So now since I didn't bring my tripod and I wasn't for sure that I wanted to act for myself, now I gotta use my arms. And as I use my arm, y'all see the camera going up and down like this, up and down like this. I'm not staying consistent with my full face in the camera. But I'm letting y'all know certain details of the whole video or certain details about certain parts of my life. Y'all not gonna know everything because this is social media. I'm not gonna put everything on here. But I would have put enough on here to give y'all a mindset shift far as in to be like, oh, he's struggling, he got multiple kids, he's in the hood, and he still got a willful mindset, he still got a modest mindset, he still got faith, he's still working on endurance, he's still thinking from a place of abundance, and he don't mind sharing his experience and sharing his journey. Even when he win and lose, I let y'all know the setbacks and the upcomes. The upcoming mean when you say something, you stick to it and you see the benefit. I let y'all know that too. It's all not about bragging. It's not all about bragging. Let me say it like that. Excuse my words. It's not all about bragging or showing off, but it is about giving back with experience. You know what I mean? Most of y'all maybe never meet me in real life, but as long as you got internet and a device that you can go on YouTube on, you can get some type of information on, okay, he living the same type of lifestyle I had. His situation is somewhat similar to mine, and now I can get a mindset shift on the outlook on what I may need to do. And I know a lot of people saying stick to one thing, but he's sticking to more than one thing, and he's staying consistent with it, so let me try that. And where I get that from, being in school. Most of us change classes with different subjects, math, reading, language arts, social studies, science, and so forth. So in school, we didn't have one teacher to teach us one thing. So in life, you can't go to one mentor and think one mentor gonna have the end-all, be-all answer for everything you wanna do in life. You gotta have multiple mentors, multiple coaches. Same thing with trading. You can look at multiple people on YouTube, just don't get confused. Like I always say, Lambert Raoul, he taught me the bounce test method. And I get the mindset shift from Lambert Raoul on how to look at big numbers and drawdown and not be emotionally distraught by how to hurry up and try to rush out of trade. From Q Banks, I learned how to test the wicks on the 1 hour time frame. I learned how to, you got to put in that time so you can have understanding the price action and market structure. It's not all about indicators on your chart. Trades by side, I learned the ICC. And a lot of people say that's breaking retest, but it's not breaking retest because it might come past your retest zone and knock you out and sweep liquidity and then go into where your take profit was. So I learned indication, correction, and continuation from trades by side. But who I learned trading from altogether was Mambo FX. He was the first one I seen on YouTube say he made $100,000 in one day, and he withdrew and went to go spend it with him and his wife in Las Vegas at a jewelry shop. He's not with the same woman right now, but that's what I'm saying. I don't mind giving people they like or telling people where I learned certain things from, because I don't mind trying to tell people on how to get to where I'm trying to get to if they see I'm living the lifestyle they want. Not right now maybe, but I'm on a journey to. You see what I'm saying? Chris Williams, my name Adam Williams, Chris Williams, Swaggy C. I learned from him how to stay consistent. No matter if you have a red month, no matter if you had a red quarter, stay consistent. And no matter if you had a green month or a green quarter, don't change up your strategies or don't try to boost your lot size or up your lot size just because you had a consistent quarter or a consistent month. Do what you got to do and don't try to follow nobody else's journey. Do what you got to do on your own journey and stick to the plan. You see what I'm saying? From Jay Cash, like I said, I learned pocket option. He do the 1 minute strategy. He show you how to get on the Kepler channel and how to, when you get outside the Kepler channel, you can do a reverse trade. If it's in the uptrend and it go outside the Kepler channel, you can sell it because 9 times 10 they got to come back to the Kepler channel and vice versa. If you're using the Kepler channel, I hope I'm saying it right, you guys, but if you own pocket option, you can put in KELTNERAL, I believe that's how you spell it, channel, and you'll see how to pronounce it better than what I'm pronouncing it. But if you're using the Kepler channel and it's a downtrend, and once the candles go outside the Kepler channel, you can buy it back up because it do got to come back to the Kepler channel. So that's one way that he teaches multiple ways. But like I said, I have a 5-second strategy on pocket option. I have a lot of different strategies that I trade. It's up to you guys to read price action, how you look at the market and use the indicators how you use. Because when you first started, yes, you're going to use the MACD, the exponential moving average, the Bollinger Bands, you're going to use all that stuff. And as you spend time on the chart, you're going to start removing certain indicators and it's only be naked trading. And I get that term from Q Banks. But a lot of people do that. That's not his term, but that's what I first heard the term from, naked trading, meaning you don't use no indicators, just straight price action. You maybe use supply and demand, but that's not indicators. You may use break and retest, but that's not indicators. You may use ICC or ICT or SMC, but that's not indicators. You basically looking for liquidity sweeps, what FVG, fair value gap, or all that type order blocks and stuff like that. I don't necessarily look for order blocks or fair value gaps. I really don't understand it too much. I can kind of see it on the chart when I see it, but I don't mark my chart up based off of that. But it's so many different ways. And like I said, trading is one of the best things you can get into, because once you understand patience, analyzing, and execution, that's what you got to do in real life. You got to be patient with anything new or anything you want to go after in life. You got to be patient as a parent, as a friend, as a coach, as a brother, sister, mentor, and so forth. And then once you analyze any situation you want to go to, a job, a hiring event, social proof event, a mastermind, anything, you got to analyze the situation. Okay, how much parking, what's the time I got to have, the traffic time, the distance from my house, the any time, is it going to be traffic when I'm coming out this building, when I'm leaving this location? Am I going to network when I get there? Do I have all my social medias platform private or unprivate so I can be followed? Do I have enough merch or enough products, digital products that I can offer at this mastermind to benefit me or anything? And once you learn how to analyze, you don't mind learning how to execute, knowing it's gonna be red days, knowing you might pack 1,000 shirts in the box, take it to the event, and only sell 2. Or knowing you might pack 1,000 shirts in the box and take it to the event, and you sold out within an hour and you didn't have enough, and you belittled yourself because you could have sold 10,000 shirts instead of only 1,000. It's different things. That's execution. Yeah, you're gonna not be prepared on everything, but I'm saying the mindset of trading, patience, development, analyzing charts, and you just gotta sit there and wait and set your alerts and wait till the alert come, and then get back to the market, reanalyze, make sure you're doing it right before you take that entry, and then execute. That's basically life, what you gotta do in everyday life. You gotta analyze your life, analyze who you're around, your environment, and execute the plan you wanna be in 5-10 years to be the person you wanna become. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna preach, 'cause I can be on here for days and just keep talking for different topics, because every topic correlates to the next topic, because we all living one of the same life. We want something out of life. We don't want to hurt nobody out of life, and we only want peace, love, and happiness, and we want to spread that same feeling to everybody. But we also understand everybody ain't gonna reciprocate the same energy, but we gotta stay true to ourselves, because if we don't stay true to us, how can we understand or have the faith that once we pass away or once we die or meet our deathbed or meet our maker, that we going to the right place because our heart wasn't right? Because we always judged from the wrong place, but we didn't want to be judged. We knew we was wrong, but we always pointed everybody else wrongs out. You see what I'm saying? We can't be like that. Each one teach one. Love yourself as you love others, but you got to love yourself first in order to love others. You know what I mean? Put yourself first, but put the Most High within you first before you put yourself first, because it's not our body. And we're not a human. We're a soul having a human experience inside the body that we borrowed from the Most High. Always remember that. You are a soul having a human experience. You're not a human with a soul. You know what I mean? To each his own. Love you guys. Hope everybody having a great week. If not, restart your week, restart your day by saying a prayer, being true to the prayer, and staying true to whatever you told yourself you're going to get accomplished. All right, you guys. Talk to you later.